what is it that distracts us from being a good team member? Think about that for a second. What is it that distracts us from being a good team member? Surprise, surprise, I've got another basketball story, and then I'm going to come to your question. When I coached, we had a pretty good team. We never were great. We were always kind of a middle-of-the-road 500 team. Except in summer. We were great in summer. And sometimes we had to play with kids that weren't even at the high school level yet just to get, because in summer people are all over the place. But we always had great records in the summer, but they never seemed to fully translate into the regular season. And it took me a few years to figure it out. It was frustrating. But what's the difference between summer and school for a high school girl? Boys. Number one, boys. When we went to team camp and there were no boys around, we won championships. I mean, it was great. There were no boys around. Parents can be influential sometimes in a bad way. School wasn't an issue. Homework wasn't an issue. All of a sudden, I started going through all these distractions. You know, driving or other sports, or other things that these weren't present during the summer, and so they were focused on what they did as a team. When all these other things come into play, it distracted them from what we were trying to accomplish. So my question, I saw Melinda's hand was about ready to go up. What are some of the things that distract us from being good team members? What else distracts us from being a good teammate?
It could be our attitude for the day. You know, something could be going on at home and we brought it with us.
That never happens, does it? I work from home, and so I always bring my home issues home. I just walk downstairs. But yeah, no, that's very, you could have a fight with your spouse or your kids, or something else is going wrong. Maybe somebody's sick. Very good, thank you. What else?
When people are negative.
Okay.
It brings me down.
So not only your attitude can influence, but other people's attitudes. Okay. There's a term for that. They're called fun suckers. Okay. They suck the fun out of everything. And that doesn't have to be other team members. It can be your customer. Okay, just yeah. There are fun suckers in your life, and some of them you have to deal with. Some of them you have to deal with it. I would tell you this: if there are people, and this is not just in your business, but in your life, if there are people who constantly are fun suckers for you, you may have to take a hard look and see whether that's somebody that you want to still be friends with or have part of your life, because life balance, and something that we talked about as owners, life balance is very important. And what you're seeing here with these last two is if your life balance is out of whack a little bit for whatever reason, that can impact your ability to be a good team player for the owner, for the other team people, for the customer.